selection, amazing service, and unbelievable club fitting. Trade up in store or online and get your game tricked out.
Tommy John's latest innovation is here. Introducing Hammock Pouch Underwear. A lightweight interior hammock provides superior daily support to nestle you in insanely soft comfort. It works by eliminating the swing and cling that causes chafe while allowing for breathable, sweat-free relief. Check out our 5-star reviews online right now. Because here's the rub. With Hammock Pouch Underwear, there is none. Get 20% off your first order at TommyJohn.com.
Well, if you enjoy watching team golf, then this is for you. Rare that we get to watch some of the world's best play alternate shot, but that is what we will have in our live second round coverage of the Zurich Classic of New Orleans this afternoon, coming up here on Golf Channel in less than 20 minutes time. Some of the teams that you will be able to watch in the broadcast window include Tony Finau and Cameron Champ, who got this second round started not long ago. Let's bring you some early highlights then, Billy. We wondered who would tee off on which hole, and by the fact that Finau's playing the second here at the second, I believe that he's playing the odds. Good job, the evens.
Stop. Good shot there. Second shot, chance for eagle. Look at calm out there, by the way.
And so that was on 2. We will move ahead to 4. And by the way, they did 2 putt for birdie at the second. This, the approach into the par 4.
That was very good. More importantly, out of the fairway, so now Cameron Champ, really off, is putting Finau in some great spots.
You're right. Champ teeing off on the evens, both of which they have converted into birdies. So that is interesting, because we were wondering kind of who was going to play the long holes, who was going to play the short holes. It does mean that Finau likely teeing off on the par 3s, because they tend to be the odd numbers. So that'll be fun to watch develop throughout this afternoon. What about Billy Horschel and Sam Burns? They are playing alongside Champ and Finau, and this was Billy's third at the time of their second.
Well, and
sorry, Burns is third.
yeah, Billy put it just left of the green, so Billy taking the par 3s, par 5 split. Nice little touch there by Sam.
And that would convert to a birdie as well. They're only one of the day so far, just through those opening 4 holes. We'll be watching this live in coverage, as we mentioned. I find this a fascinating dynamic with the way the scorecard lays out. You see where you have the par 5s, the par 3s. Which of the holes do you think are the most challenging in this format? Is it the shorter holes with the iron in hand?
I think when you start looking at the par 3s at TPC Louisiana, we went through the 9th hole, tough hole today, over 200 yards. You look at the 17th hole. When Stenson and Rose earlier in the week, they were talking about, okay, what's your favorite hole? Well, one said 17, but no, it really wasn't, because they really don't like it, because they're so tough. So you go to your best iron player. You guys decide, and Dave Horschel, he's the better iron player. He's the more reliable iron player. He's the more conservative thinking player of that team. And I think that's very important, because they understand the strategy, and Billy and Burns carry business on the par 5s. They did it on number 2, and then if they can play the par 3s even, that's a big boost in this game.
And so do you think Finau is the better iron player of the other team?
I do. When you start looking at ball speed, club head speed, where Champ is going to position Tony off the tee, I think when you give Tony Finau that access with short irons, he's going to hit it close, and then hopefully Champ makes the putts. But I'm looking forward to see what they do this afternoon in these conditions.
What's interesting is when you go out in the afternoon, you already know what the number is to catch.
Correct.
So even though you're not, you're playing on older greens, if the wind doesn't die down, the conditions are particularly challenging, but you do know where the Whereas in the morning wave, you obviously don't know what's going to happen later on that day. So
Wow.
Rose and Stenson don't know necessarily where they're going to stand. They're going to be in a good spot, but they don't know if they're going to be leading or not heading into the weekend.
Yeah, but I think you saw the experience. You know, the calmness that Stenson and Rose in the interview. They, you know, hey, we're in good shape. You know, we took care of business today. We shot our 68 and we made 3 birdies. I mean, 7 birdies in this format is just phenomenal. And so at days in, are they going to be in the league? Yeah, we're going to see, but they're not going to be any more than 2 behind.
Interesting. So you're calling it that we're not going to have anyone ahead of 13 under today. I'll hold you accountable as I did yesterday in postgame, and like you were yesterday, I'm sure you'll be right, as you always are. That's why he's such a good analyst. Okay, let's head out to the golf course live now then, and join Sam Burns and Billy Horschel at this par 4. And Sam will be playing the approach into the 5th, with Billy taking those odd holes. 159 yards ahead of him, Billy.
59, and the trees right there right now. We're not doing a whole lot, but this is pretty much just a kind of a stock 900%.
Oops.
Really a good shot from the gallery, and certainly is. Finds the putting surface, leaves just about 18 feet for Billy to try and convert for what would be their second birdie of the day. Alright, so playing in the same group as Cameron Champ and Tony Finau, and we have determined that Finau has the odds, so he's played off the tee here, and but Cameron Champ, what looks to be in a pretty good position, quite a long way down, Billy.
Very much a long ways down now. And Chad Brown's just trying to figure out what the wind is doing. Kind of gets in the trees here at TPC Louisiana.
He does have a lot less left, by the way, 106 yards in.
No.
159 that Burns had. And by the way, we're talking about the lead. Don't forget, they've already tied the lead right now with those opening 2 birdies. They're at 11 under already, early in their round. So potentially looking to go quite deep today.
They certainly could. They have the opportunity. And if they continue to drive the ball like this, I mean, you look at the tee shot that this young man hit at number 1 and number 3.
Oh my lord.
Just a touch punch.
Yeah, I just started doing that last night on the course.
But I guess what's so good for this test,
I might have to quit and restart here.
Tripod? No, it's not tripod, but it's one of the same family.
We got the Shankies.
A lot of these guys on the golf course in Louisiana, perhaps scaring those children, but hey, he's just going to rest and you can take some pictures. Performing for the crowds. Tripod is a very famous alligator on the course at TPC Louisiana, known because of just the 3 legs he has, but has lived there for many years. We'll keep you posted of any sightings as we continue.
It's a fact. The XTC Jets Workout Clubs are the absolute best we've ever made. Jet 4 irons, unbelievable. Hybrid, stunning. Fairways, breathtaking. And drivers, nothing short of smoking hot amazing. This is happy news for our customers, but sad news for our friends who don't play BSG. Most sad, they'll want to strap themselves to the side of a hog and roll it in the mud. BSG, nobody baseball clubs the way we do, period.
Nobody dreams in conventional thinking. It didn't get us to the moon. It doesn't ring the bell on Wall Street or disrupt the status quo. T-Mobile for Business uses unconventional thinking to help you realize new possibilities, like our new Work From Anywhere solutions, so your teams can collaborate almost anywhere, plus customer experience that finds solutions in the moment, and first-class benefits like every plan. Network support and
Why are you going
without
right?
any trade-offs. That's T-Mobile for Business.
Look at this shoe that doesn't look like a golf shoe that performs exactly like a golf shoe. This thing is tuned for the game. And who would have thought
Holy
a golf
shit.
shoe can do all this? Just like that.
I need to sell my house. Now, there are a lot of places that claim to know how much it's worth, but they don't really know my house or my neighborhood, and they definitely simply don't show me all my options. That's where Home Light comes in. I just answer a few questions and Home Light gives me a side-by-side comparison of my options, personalized for my needs. And they'll show me what verified buyers will pay for my house right now. It's easy. And it's free. No matter how you choose to sell your home, selling starts at Home Light. Get started today at homelight.com.
Smart News. There's a lot of important stuff happening right now.
That's why we use the Smart News app.
With Smart News, we can choose from over 400 quality news sites.
Smart News gives us the news from all sides.
Download Smart News for free today. Kitchens that bring more to the table. That's the mark of a maker.
Fucking kidding me.
Small decisions make a world of difference. IKEA.
I have now had bigger bacon. It's 5 times thicker and maple glazed. It's the future of bacon. Bigger bacon.
Try IHOP's new Steakhouse Premium Bacon Menu or add it to any breakfast combo for $1.49.
Think about what you could think about when you're not thinking about weeds.
Aliens are real alright. There's just too much evidence.
Kill weeds, not the lawn, with Roundup for Lawns products.
The Queens of Golf. Reign supreme.
What the fuck is the stamp on these?
The LPGA continues at the Hugel Air Premia LA Open tonight on Golf.
Golf Central pregame, brought to you by Dick's Sporting Goods. Every season starts at Dick's.
Yeah, Gators are a feature of the PGA Tour this week, given where they're playing. Perhaps not as many over in Arlington, Texas, where the Corn Ferry Tour is in action at the Veritex Bank Championship. Dan McCarthy, what a week he's having so far. 64, followed up with a 63 today, has given him a 4-stroke advantage currently over the field. And you see notably the former Cowboys quarterback Tony Romo in the field as
Good
an
putt.
answer, as he's done several times now on the Corn Ferry Tour. Begun his week with an eagle at his very first hole yesterday, but
Didn't matter
struggling from
anyway.
there on in. You see him really at the bottom, 6 over par, and will not make it to the weekend. Meanwhile, the LPGA Tour out in Hollywood. You can watch third round action live tonight in prime time on Golf Channel. That is from 6:30 p.m. Eastern time. It will stream live from 6 p.m. Eastern as well, with Jessica Jordan looking to become the first multiple winner on the LPGA Tour this season. A 3-stroke advantage currently over a field that includes the world number 1 and 3 right behind her in the form of Jin Young Ko and Sei Young Kim, but other major champions Brooke Henderson, Angela Stanford, the list goes on. So Young Yu, Hannah Green, Indy Park. It is going to be fun to watch the ladies perform tonight. Back to the golf course then for some early highlights of the Zurich Classic. Bubba Watson and Scotty Scheffler seem to into a fun duo this week. Really nice third shot at the second that would result in a birdie for the pair. Early and birdie tends to bring a big smile. What about the fourth hole, Scotty?
Yeah, another putt that just kind of hits the edge. It's a hole that we've seen players walk away with birdie, but you can see the birdie bogey start or even par, 8 under.
But bogey's not as catastrophic today as they would have been in yesterday's format. Likely to have some, depends how they can react. So even par on their day, be interesting to see how that one develops. Another team out on the golf course is the highest ranked one in the field this week. That is Alexander and Patrick Cantlay. Show you what happened at the
Told ya.
Patrick Cantlay kind of saved par. Kind of a familiar story, really. We're seeing in a few of these last
Holy shit.
Inverted, so that was an opening bogey, and then out of position.
Did that like 6 times on the course last night.
Alexander trying to get them back into play with what looked like a very good shot.
Yeah, I think he likes it. When he started taking the early walk, carried it just a little deep, but on the green at 2 on this par 5, chance to get that drop shot back.
And they would do. They would 2-putt for birdie. So that is the way to mentally process this format. Try and bounce back from any of those bogeys with a birdie, a bit like Rose and Stenson did so successfully today. They're 8 under par.
What the
That is
fuck?
3 back of the lead that was set earlier today that has already been caught by players out on The golf
Doesn't
course
really
that may
matter.
well be overtaken later this afternoon. Champ and Finau, 2 under through 5, Rafa with 11 under total. Some other names, Billy Horschel, Sam Burns, Victor Hovland and Chris Ventura, who had the best
Doesn't really matter.
with the 10 under par 62. A couple of teams on that number.
Not when you're at a
18
double.
holes. There is Schauffele and Cantlay, Willett and Hatton. Be fun to watch them perform this afternoon as well. Bubba Watson and Scotty Scheffler. Plenty of names to choose from. So we are going to look forward to watching that. We take a look really at what Champ and Finau have done so far. That's where they go with this rest of the round. Something that struck me is given the fact that they both
That corner is like a black hole.
game, which is that distance off the tee. In a way, that's got to be a big advantage because it means in this alternate shot format, they're playing from familiar positions on every hole, even if it wasn't their drive off of the tee.
Yeah, that's an excellent point. And I'm going to go ahead and add one more thing, is that it looks like they're a team that really is not all that concerned with perfect or trying to do exactly what we're supposed to do in this format. It looks like they're just kind of out there freewheeling it. I like it. Scheffler and Watson, they kind of stubbed their toe on number 4. But again, I think it's a team. They've never played before together. This format, I think they're excited about playing. They don't have any background, so I think that they're going to go out there and play well. But I still think that this format, Cara, is just so difficult. But going forward, you guys match up with us distance-wise and everything, or Champ and Finau. So it's a matter if they make the putts or not.
But Watson and Scheffler is who you're kind
Not
of
the
keeping
ball.
an eye on this afternoon?
You know, I like it because I love the energy that we've seen from Scheffler. I think he kind of infuses that energy into Watson as well. And I think we see a much calmer Bubba Watson on the golf course with Scheffler, and I think that's when he can really showcase his skills.
And Bubba kind of enjoying playing that elder statesman role a bit, don't you think?
Oh, yeah.
Already
Absolutely.
giving him the needle behind the back. You'll learn, kid. You'll learn how to answer these questions, he was saying yesterday.
I think it's great for the game. I think it's great for these guys, and I think going forward, the next 3 rounds that they play together, it's going to be.
Need to find some balls.
And it's kind of an unknown factor. We haven't really seen these two play together before, so we'll look forward to watching them and all of the others. Now, let's cover it now. So we'll send you to Louisiana in our post-game coverage tonight.
The PGA Tour making its annual stop in the Big Easy of New Orleans for the Zurich Classic, TPC Louisiana. Tony Finau and Cameron Champ teaming up today in foursomes, alternate shot. In the best ball yesterday, it was the team of Hovland and Ventura with a round of 62 to tie the overnight lead. Billy Horschel, a former champion here in both individual and in team play, teaming up with Sam Burns. We'll see his second round today as they take on this die design in alternate shot. The bar has been set by Stenson and Rose, but they've been caught by Champ and Finau.
Golf Channel's exclusive coverage of the PGA Tour is presented by SoFi. Get your money right.
As a professional golfer, you're constantly working on improvements to your game and minimizing
Short.
risk. The world of business
Go.
operates the same way. In golf, we have a caddy for
You
guidance.
fucker.
In business, 90% of the Fortune 500 turn to Zurich Insurance. To be successful, you have to be prepared for every eventuality. That's why you keep the best people by your side, so you can focus on what you do best.
Obsession has many names. This is ours, the Lexus IS. All in on the sports sedan.
Lease the 2021 IS 300 for $369 a month for 36 months.
Experience amazing at your Lexus dealer. My goodness.
This is a spectacular lawn.
When you see a great lawn, it's all you see. We'll take care of your lawn, you take care of you. For a healthy weed-free lawn, call True Green today.
This is the checkers game where grandson and granddad move on. This is the pool where cannonball records will be broken. And this is the kitchen where the new boyfriend will unofficially become family.
Are you fucking kidding? I barely fucking hit that.
To fill with your family. Your together awaits. designed it with fervor.
Jesus, quit playing simulator golf and just play outside the rest of the year.
In a world where most things seem
There.
real, sometimes they're not.
Not Cheeto.
New Michelob Ultra Organic Seltzer is real, and it tastes that way.
Golf Channel and PGA Tour proudly present live second round coverage of the Zurich Classic of New Orleans.
What the fuck ever.
The PGA Tour has been coming to the Big Easy since 1938, and for the last 4 years, this event has been a team format. 4-ball or better ball on the first and third rounds. Today and Sunday, it's foursomes, better known as alternate shot. And you're going to see a very different style of play today than what you saw yesterday. Scoring averages are going to be significantly higher. Par is your friend.
Oh, what the fuck happened there?
Each player decides in advance whether he's going to tee up on the even numbered or odd numbered holes, and they will alternate all the way in.
Just for the evidence, here's the recording.
Alongside Kurt Byron, Billy Horschel has won this event both as a team event and as an individual stroke play event. This is at the 6th.
Me walking apparently hit the ball.
Just right at that little pot bunker you see up there. It's not a terrible lead,
Wait.
even though it's well short.
This is over at the 13th. The team of McDowell and Wallace. They are playing alongside Victor Hovland and Chris Ventura. Hovland and Ventura shot 62 in better ball yesterday, and they are even par today.
Just a wedge here, but with a little bit of a helping breeze, you're going to have to plan on that first big hop. Somewhere short of the hole, should be able to spin it after that first hop.
That double I don't blame on me.
He pulled it, not a good shot, and his partner is going to have to go to work on the
There's
same
no
hole.
ball.
Matt Wallace making his first appearance at this event. Back to 6, Tony Finau and Cameron Champ playing together this week.
They're off to a great start today. 2 birdies in the first 5 holes. And again, not the worst spot to leave it right there. A little uphill.
Stop it. Stop.
Hovland and Ventura getting a ruling back there. While we have a moment, let's take a look at this format. Again, second and final rounds, foursomes. That means alternate shot. These players will decide in advance who's going to hit it on the odd-numbered tees and who's going to hit on the even-numbered tees, and they will alternate in from there. And no matter who makes the last putt, those players are locked into either odds or evens on the tee. So it's alternate shot just for the hole in play. Does not matter who makes the last putt.
By the way, that drop that Ventura just took did not work out in their favor. That ball's down in that rough.
No, it did not. These two young Norwegians, Oklahoma State teammates on the 2018 NCAA championship team.
Should have left that one alone, I think.
Three years apart in age, 26 and 23. And now Hovland's going to take a walk all the way to the green as he looks what his partner has left him. Let's go back to 6.
And Burns, that little pitch shot, playing with Horschel, not too bad. Burns played well in round 1, made a bunch of birdies for Billy Horschel.
Yeah, Horschel said yesterday, Kurt, that his mentality was just don't do anything stupid because his partner was playing so well. This is a whole new ballgame now. It's, you know, golf means never having to say sorry. Don't apologize to your partner. Just got to go hit the next one.
No bargain here. This is well short of the front edge of the green, this little pot bunker. He's got to hit a quality bunker shot here to have any chance to make a putt. And he did. What a great shot that is.
Thumbs up from Graham McDowell. Great to be back in the Crescent City. Whit Watson with Kurt Byram and Frank Marcello, Jim Gallagher Jr. and Colt Knost on the golf course today. Rex Hoggart handling the interviews at TPC Louisiana in Avondale. We go over to the 6th and Frank Novel.
Thank you very much, Whit. Cameron Chad. Colt Knost will be out and about with this group all day long.
Yeah, Frank. Cam Champ really been struggling around the greens this year, and good choice to go with the putter, but that one got away from him a little bit.
It is a windy day. Check back in there with a little wall. Now over to 13. Jim Gallagher with this group.
Yeah, look at the putter here because I think it's a lot easier, a lot more consistent with this play versus hitting the wedge shot. The back of the green goes so much towards the front. Actually, Matt Wallace's second shot was out of a divot, so that's probably why it didn't spin.
These surrounds around these greens are mowed very closely. We talked about it yesterday. There's, you know, some Bermuda, it's grainy. They are tough to pitch out of.
Now back to 6. Horschel.
Well, downhill 4-footers so far. No problems there for Billy Horschel. He's playing some really solid golf.
He's the old man in the group, really. Sam Burns is 24 years of age. Champ 25. Finau just over 30. Up ahead to 7.
Bubba Watson playing with Scotty Scheffler this week. What are you feeling? Yeah.
Scheffler did a great job with the tee shot here. 320-yard tee shot. Now Bubba with 239 to the hole. Wind from the right.
Maybe a little short. So, a common question this week, how did these partners find each other? In the case of Scheffler and Watson, it was a matter of convenience.
Scotty, how did you guys become a team?
Bubba asked like 8 or 9 guys, and then they all said no, and he waited for me, and I waited about 4 or 5 days, texted a few guys, and no one responded, so I said yes. That is pretty much it.
And they're playing well. They were 8 under in the 4-ball yesterday. They're in par today. And par in this format, as we look at the scoring average today, is just fine. The field averaging 73.5 so far today as we go back to 6.
And Finau trying to find the right partner. Colt, would you play with me?
Frank, I would love to. It'd be a pleasure.
We'd have fun, wouldn't we?
I mean, we'd probably have the weekend off, but it'd be a great time.
Champ and Finau having fun. Now, over at 13, Matt Wallace.
Just boy, back-to-back bogeys after making birdie at 11. Oh boy.
Yeah, I know you don't meant to say sorry in this format, but it's the bad wedge and the bad putt. So, Kurt, you just hate your partner for that one.
Little heavy. Little heavy.
Yeah, good point.
Found about every bunker on the course so far.
McDowell used to alternate shot. And also where he hailed from, Northern Ireland, they played a lot of that as kids, to 7.
Number 7, the par 5. Finau has the odd tees for his team today.
Yeah, buckle your seatbelt. Oh boy, look out left.
Oh man, that is way left.
Take a look at the team of Champ and Finau. Sacramento and Salt Lake City, respectively, 3 wins between them, and
Oh, fuck
two of
you.
the bigger hitters on tour. Champ is just prodigious, 318 average. Tony Finau, 305 sounds a little short for him, to be honest with you. That's just his average. 13 drives, over 315 yards in the first when they were at 9 under. This is back at 7, and Bubba did indeed leave it short, so Scheffler is looking at this for his 3rd at this par 5.
The lie looks pretty good. He may be standing on the edge of the bunker, but it shouldn't be a huge problem here. It is uphill the whole way. He'll have to carry this pretty close to the edge of the green to get it close.
We can tell you that Ventura
Hit it
and
1 foot
Hoffman
on my map.
are 13. So they remain 10 under. That's 1 off the lead. Henrik Stenson and Justin Rose went out early before we came on the air. Shot 68 in alternate shot. As we wait, we'll go back to the tee for Billy Horschel.
Yeah, wind down off the right here at this par 5. Good drive. Should have no problem getting home in 2. Familiar pre-shot routine from Billy. That one is headed left as well. Not quite as far left as Finau's.
Couple bunkers over there. You want to avoid those to have any chance of going in 2.
Yeah, I think that one covered the bunker, luckily.
Now up ahead at 7, this is Xander Schauffele going first, playing with Patrick Cantley this week.
Trying to get it down there close so this team can get up and down for birdie. Boy, in this format, you really have to take care of the par 5s. There are not many birdie opportunities when you're playing alternate shot.
Par 3 14th, Ventura and Hovland coming to this tee.
You know, a little easier maybe hole location to get to with this right to left wind as opposed to yesterday with 224, 7 hours. Trying to carry it about 215. Nick Watney did make a hole on here earlier in the day.
It is doable. Be careful not to go long here. If it gets turning over and riding the wind.
Top Tracer technology powered by Top Golf.
That green's firm and going with that helping breeze and you hit a draw, that's what can happen right there, and that is not an easy spot to get up and down from.
Now, Scheffler ready at 7 with his 3rd.
That's not a bad spot. A little uphill from there.
So that's what Bubba will have for the team's birdie. Here's a good look at 14. You can see getting a little dark in spots, usually signifying that it is getting hard.
That back left runs away a little bit. Let's see if Wallace can
Oh,
land this
fuck.
more than middle of the green, Jim.
He's going with 6 irons. They've been syringing these greens since against Wednesday.
Keep forgetting.
A little bit firm and a little thin, and this is on a pretty good line. Depends on how hard it
Oh,
is.
shit.
Coming off back-to-back bogeys, that's a really good shot. It would be easy to get a little too aggressive here, but he stayed patient and hit the correct shot. Well done.
It's not enough.
Now back to 7 for Patrick Cantlay.
Just a little downhill here. He has to respect the speed.
4th time playing the event. All 3 previous years in the team format. He played with Patrick Reed, who's not here this week. So a new partner for Cantlay.
Shot 8 under yesterday, even par so far. Today, he's gonna stay at even par. That'll be disappointing not making birdie there, especially with that helping right to left breeze.
I've always wondered, Kurt, how the players fight the instinct to walk up there and tap it in when they miss a short one, you know? They're so ingrained in that behavior, but not your putt.
Oh, right off the heel.
Teammates' putt. Leaderboard brought to you by the new Epic drivers from Callaway, Stenson and Rose with a 68 low round of the day. In the
Come out of there.
Format. They're 11 under with Champ and Finau have caught them. Ustazen and Schwartzel at 10 under par as well. With that, welcome in Whit Watson alongside Kurt Byram, scoring average in the better ball yesterday, predictably low, 66.7. You give these players 2 shots at it, they're going to go low. But today, Kurt, the scoring average, as I mentioned, is over par, significantly different from one day to the next. What are some considerations these players have to make going into alternate shot?
Pretty amazing. 7-shot difference, basically, in scoring average. So there are a couple things that they have to decide beforehand. First of all, we already kind of talked about it. Who's going to tee off on the odd and the even hole? So they make that decision. Also, there's a golf ball issue there. There's no one ball rule this week, but they have to.
Let's get this eagle and get a couple of those points back.
Use, and it's sometimes based on what the player.
Man, there's no flat putts on this green.
He's longer with that ball.
Or this course.
Or the par threes. There are 3 par 3s that are odd holes here, so that person may want to use his ball to tee off on those par 3s. So just some basic stuff there, but this is a very tough format. Anything under par is doing really well out there today.
Go back to 7, and Bubba for the birdie for the team. That's well done. There were 64 bogeys all day yesterday when the teams were playing better ball. We have roared past that number already today. 107 bogeys today, 11 doubles. We only had 1 yesterday.
Got it.
And we've already had 2 others in the second round. So, whole new ball game.
Yeah, this is the only even numbered par 3 on the golf course. It's number 14, where Hovland's trying to figure out how to get this up and down, Jim.
Yeah, as you mentioned, over this green is not very good. The problem is judging how trying to hit it out of here, because once it gets into that really steep slope, one of the steeper slopes on the golf course, it's just going to start bouncing. But I don't think he can really take a wedge on this line.
This is not uncommon. The putter around these greens, you're going to see this quite a bit here. Even guys that pitch the ball really well will go to this club just for safety.
Well, we mentioned this morning, Colin Morikawa took out his 3-wood on the 10th hole. And a lot of guys.
Holy shit, I got lucky there.
Kind of gets going a little bit more consistent than maybe a putter, unless you've got a mallet, which makes it a little bit easier with the speed. Is that any good?
Boy, is that good.
Could have dropped it out of his pocket out or not.
Good choice with the club. Hovland has had some trouble pitching in his short professional career here. He's improved a bunch. He's worked very hard on his short game. Jeff Smith helping him out with that. Jim, I give Wallace some credit for, landing that in the right spot off the tee. He could have easily gotten a little too aggressive and knocked it over after 2 bogeys.
Exactly, and even with a 6-iron, where you mentioned golf ball. They both play 2 different manufacturers, but they're using Wallace's on the par 3s and really a lot more during the round than normal.
Well, there's a lot of conversation going on. McDowell has played here with Ian Poulter in the past. He's played here with Henrik Stenson in the past.
Get out of there.
A guy that I would think, Jim, in McDowell, you want to lean on his opinion in this format, wouldn't you?
Yeah, you would. I think something different to look at, too, is, you do have your caddy reading greens, but when you get 2 different players, it's all personal preference. I kind of like to read my own greens. I didn't really want another player, maybe unless I was truly confused, which they had put some time into this one.
We're talking about a guy right here in McDowell who really putts it well, too.
He's made some key putts in his career. Wow.
They're hovering around the cut line. They can't afford many more mistakes here.
Oh.
Below 33 teams and ties will make the weekend. You can learn more about the PGA Tour's extensive set of COVID-19 health and safety measures at pgatour.com/know before you go. We have had limited spectators here in New Orleans. Good to have any number of fans back on the golf course. So this is Finau with the wedge at the par 5 after Champ, was able to rescue Finau's tee shot.
Yeah, 119, wind off the right. I agree with Mark Urbanek. It's not playing near 130. This one hanging out to the right a little bit.
You spin it down the slope.
Yes, safe shot.
Now at 14, this is Ventura to save par, so it's a tap in after his teammate Victor Hovland made a spectacular short game shot from the back of the green. Pars are okay. Again, scoring average today for the field over par.
This might be too much.
They are averaging 73.5. Second round of the Zurich Classic of New Orleans.
If I catch it, that is.
Today's coverage is brought to you by Zurich Insurance, proud title sponsor since 2005. SoFi.
I've trained my mind
We'll just smooth it up there.
and I prepare my body. So nothing can hold you back. You only have one body. Make it a fair body.
We've saved our money, and now we get to spend it our way.
But we worry if we have enough to last.
For retirement planning, investment advice, and more, look for a CFP professional. CFP professionals can help you craft a complete financial plan that gives you confidence today and tomorrow. Find your CFP professional at letsmakeaplan.org.
Our confident forever plan is possible with a CFP professional.
Soft.
I've trained my mind and I prepare my body. So nothing can hold you back. You only have one body. Make it a fair body.
Which looks better, this or this? Seems clear to me. Buy 2 pairs of glasses for just $69.95 at America's Best, and they'll throw in an eye exam for free. It's a savings of at least $50. Book an exam online today.
We have double tip, so you can save a lot. And if you book within 2 days of your trip, you can save a lot of money.
Stealing all these shoes takes a toll on my body. But the quality protein in Merrick dog food keeps me energetic and healthy.
Petco, a healthy wellness company.
Kitchens that bring more to the table. That's the mark of a maker.
For over 2 decades, First Tee has created experiences that build character. We believe everyone deserves to feel
Oh, I was anti-right, that's true.
to try something new and to be prepared for what comes next. We develop their swing, but more importantly, their inner strength. Because we know what's inside doesn't just count, it changes the game. Come join us at First Tee.
Horschel ready for a third shot for his team at 7.
Yeah, Sam Burns hit a great shot to leave it here. Straightforward pitch for Billy. Would expect to get this in within 6 or 8 feet.
Going downwind, this is really well done. Got a little bit of check on it, didn't he, Colt?
Yeah, perfectly from his partner Burns, though.
Now, what should have been the favourites at this event? Probably still are Shoffley. Campbell can get the tee shot, so Shoffley with the second. Good, these greens are still firm.
Aren't they? Yeah, it pays to be in the fairway even though there's not much rough this week.
Now to 15. Following. Starts down the left. It's curving.
Yeah, might need a bounce here though.
May have come out of the heel.
Thought that'd be a lot faster
So
than that.
unfortunately, it missed all those little pop bunkers down the right. So many different pop bunkers. Speaking of pop bunkers, here at 8, that's the tee shot of Bubba
4,
Watson. So 2 holes in a row for Shepler.
5,
Out
6,
of the sand.
10.
Just from
12.
70 yards. All in all, not bad.
16.
Very good, I think. That distance.
To
7. And Champ for a birdie that would put these two in the lead.
Champ's outside the top 200 in strokes gained putting, and just slides by, and stole a little move from Billy Horschel there with the putter flip.
Hit a pretty good putt and had a chance.
Now back at 15, second shot out of that not so heavy rough.
No, he caught a good lot of this going left of the green. Ooh, that'll be an interesting chip shot.
A little wayward as Wallace since we've come on the air. Can't escape in this format.